Okay, what's going on, peeps? Emerald signing in once again. I wanna go over a little something. It's something I found, man. Y'all need to go get this book. This is a good ass book right here by Duval Day. It's called, what's it called? The 0%. I might want to go cop this book, man. He got some jewels in this motherfucker. The 0% by Duval Day. I was starting to take a picture of the front of the book so you know what it looks like, but it's a red cover. Looks like the White House at the bottom of it. It says the secrets of the United States, the power of trust, nationality, bank, and zero taxes. I have not even read the whole book. Okay. I skipped over to the trust part because that's what caught my, I'm on that trust shit right now. But I could tell I need to go read this whole book. I just got it in the mail. I ordered it off Amazon. I think it's about 17 bucks. Y'all need to get that shit. It's well worth more than that. So y'all need to go get that book. But anyway, he's talking about, I skipped over to the part where it talks about nationality. Okay. And I stumbled across, he actually has the entire layout as to how to get your national passport. The entire layout, how to fill out the DS11 form, all that. He got the whole layout. You might want to go and get this book. But I want to read something in here, and I'm out of respect for the, for the author, I'm going to make sure I just kind of limit how far I'm going to go with this. Look at the top of this where it says Section 341B of the Immigration and Nationality Act. Now, I even followed up and went and looked this shit up to verify what he's saying. And he actually is telling the truth on it. Check this out. The Department of State is very precise with the procedure of being classified as a national. Applicants are applying for the certificate of a non-citizen national status via DS11. That's the form that you have to fill out. And the return will receive the United States passport. Say in return will receive the United States of America passport listed as national but not a citizen of the United States. The national of the United States citizen of the United States. It said a national of the United States and a citizen of the United States are the same. If you go look at Title 8 USC 1101 Section A22, you'll find that. I did look it up and it does say that. Okay. It is not to be mistaken with a national but not a citizen of the United States. Now, I'm bringing this up because I'm going to show y'all how he brings it together about a trust. Keep in mind, I'm on that trust shit. This shit's it blew my mind when I read it, so I had to do a video on it. The wordplay can be very deceiving if not careful. Section 341B requires that the applicant, mostly foreign nationals from another country who may be visiting on a 6-month stay using a visa, must prove that they're indeed a national and declare their allegiance to a state by way of affidavit before an immigration officer for naturalization. This is one of the main benefits that irrevocable foreign express trust is registered with the probate court, superior court, or county recorder's office. Inside the schedule of minutes, the settlor can be, I don't know what the schedule of minutes is. I looked that up and I don't know. I got to look deeper into the schedule of minutes, y'all. So y'all stay tuned for that part. But I was looking for something. I couldn't find them with the schedule of minutes. There may be another name they give it for depending on what state you're in. But let's move forward. Inside the schedule of minutes, the settlor can declare its allegiance held by the trustee and record with the clerk of court. The term clerk of court means naturalization court clerk. Now, and say an oath swearing officer identical to an immigration officer. Now, I don't know that to be true because I looked that up. I look up clerk of court in the Black's Law Dictionary, and maybe I need to look at other sources to find out where he found where he get that from. But it's definitely not in the Black's Law Dictionary. But I have to look deeper into that. But that's what he says, and I just kind of flow with it. So I'm gonna look into that. I like to verify what people say before I just run with it. Just because it's in the book, don't mean that, Anyway, once an express trust, this is what blew my mind. Once the express trust and its minutes are recorded, the settlor, that's the one that created the trust, applicant of proof has proof. The applicant, when we say settlor, you're the settlor. That's the one who creates the trust. And then if you're the applicant, they talking about the one who applies with the DS-11 form. Applicant has proof to satisfy the Secretary of State of its lawful requirements to apply for the U.S. passport and receive the receipt. Don't start that shit. And receive its certificate of non-citizen national status without the need to receive a green card. The schedule of minutes would also serve as a supplementary explanatory statement as stated in the actual conditions section in DS-11. Now, I have one of those supplementary explanatory statements, and I applied for a passport back in 2019. I received it. I got my passport. It was 4 stars. I don't know what the significance is. I haven't found any proof about the passport when it comes to the stars. I haven't seen anything. So when people say you got 5 stars, you got 4 stars, and they try to say, I don't really know. I can't confirm any significance when it comes to the stars. I can't confirm anything. So I'm not gonna pretend like you got 5 stars, you got this, you got diplomatic, immunity and all this old shit. I don't know that because I haven't seen anything, any documented proof to prove that. Okay, so but I do have a supplementary explanatory statement. Anyway, let's move forward. The schedule of minutes would also serve as a supplementary supplementary explanatory statement as stated in the actual conditions section of DS-11. The Department of State reveals that no one is a U.S. citizen by birth, but only through ignorance and misapplied information. Section 308 of the Immigration and Nationalities Act states, unless otherwise provided in Section 301 of this title, the following shall be nationals, but not citizens of the United States at birth. 2. A person born outside the United States and its underlying possessions of both whom are nationals but not citizens of the United States and have had a residence in the United States or one of its outlying possessions prior to the birth of such person. The oath of an applicant must declare inside the schedule of minutes recorded with the clerk of courts is found in section 302 of Public Law 94-241, which pertains to an existing alleged U.S. citizen seeking to correct their status. It reads, any person who becomes a citizen of the United States solely by virtue of the provisions of Section 301 may, within 6 months after the effective date of that section, or within 6 months after. Let's see. Make sure I'm not scrolling on something I shouldn't be scrolling on. After reaching the age of 18 years, whichever date is later, become a national but not a citizen of the United States by making a declaration under oath. Therefore, under oath before any court established by the Constitution or laws of the United States or any other court of record. That's what you're talking about when you're talking about court of record. That's what a county recorder is. In the Commonwealth in the Commonwealth in the form as follows, quote unquote. His quote says, "I, being duly sworn, hereby declare my intention to be a national but not a citizen of the United States." That's simple right there. You got to say it in there. I'm gonna read this little part where my little regular ass finger is at, but I'm gonna read that part. It say, when applying for a certificate of non-national status, it is wise to apply for both the passport card and the book and the passport book, as laws in the United States become even more strenuous regarding real ID. Having a passport card would resolve the need for a read ID altogether. As a national, one will be able to travel anywhere within the United States of America, as well as having the ability to operate an automobile and have whatever. I interrupted that, but y'all go get the damn book. Get the book and you get to get it all, okay? Let's see what we got here. Lawful. Did I read that part? Yeah, I read that part. I read that part too. Now, so it's basically, and this is what it was talking about. It was talking about Public Law 94-241. Read down there at the bottom down there. That's the quote right there. I read the whole thing from the top, but I'm just kind of to make things simple so y'all can see where it actually says that I, and they got that line right there. You're going to put your name there. Being duly sworn, hereby declare my intention to be a national but not a citizen of the United States. Section 303. Let's see, all persons born in the Commonwealth. See, this is talking about a whole different territory, but it's actually telling them, these people, what they have to do in order to prove that they actually made some type of allegiance to another jurisdiction. So if you putting that on there and letting them know what your intentions are, and you got it recorded. See, keep in mind, the only thing that I record in the county recorder's office concerning my trust. This is why I'm bringing it up, because y'all know I'm good on. I like talking about the trust. In every state requires, every state that I've read, put it like that, every state that I've read, you have to, every state has, where if you put in your Google search, type in certificate of trust and put your state behind that. Like, for example, certificate of trust, Minnesota, you know what I'm saying? Certificate of trust, Florida, put it in your Google search and you should find that code in your state, where it tells you what needs to be in your certificate of trust. And in most states, not all of the states, but some of them I read, you don't have to record it. But if you're trying to do this here, I would record it any damn way. So you create a certificate of trust. That's actually putting on a record that putting on the county record that the trust actually exists. Who the trustees are, and kind of like a summary of whatever required in your state statutes, what that certificate of trust is supposed to have written in it. And whatever extra you want to put in there, that's totally on you. But you got to put the requirements required by that state, by your state. And then I would add that quote in there too, where I got to sign, and where I have to sign that as a trustee or whatever. I will make that declaration in that certificate of trust, and then you record that certificate of trust. Therefore, you not only recorded your certificate of trust like you're supposed to, like most states require you to do anyway, to let them know that you got a revocable living trust, or however you read it, revocable or irrevocable, it's up to you. But you're doing that, but you're also knocking two birds out with one stone, because now you can get a certified copy of that from their records. Make sure it's certified, and you put that with your DS-11 and your explanatory statement. You put all of that together with your DS-11, and then that's proof that you made the declaration. You put it out there that you're trying to be a national. But you need to go get that damn book. Y'all go get that book, man. That book's gonna give you all the details. It tells you what to put on the application. It tells you everything, the whole fucking breakdown. I was reading it like 5 o'clock in the morning yesterday morning. And I started putting on my damn robe and my shoes like I'm finna go to the post office or somewhere and get me a damn DS-11 and start filling it out while I'm reading it. And I'm like, I had to stop myself because wasn't shit open. But anyway, I fuck around and got excited reading the damn book. But y'all need to go get that damn book. The 0% by Duval Day. It tells you exactly how to do all that stuff. I'm sure it has a whole lot more gems in here. Let me pause this shit for a second. I'm gonna tell y'all what else is in here, but I'm not gonna give y'all no everything. You gotta go get the damn book. Get the goddamn book. Hold on a second. This book actually has all kind of jewels in it. It's well worth 17, y'all. It's like 17 bucks on Amazon. Just go get the damn book. It's got all kind of affidavits and everything, all kind of stuff in here that you can use. Rebutting the presumption of death and all that old stuff. It got, I mean, word for word. All you gotta do is just like write it down, type it up. But this is probably one of the best books I've bought all year. So as far as like this legal stuff goes, and I'm definitely glad I bought it. But anyway, I decided to also go here to the Department of State website, and as you can see, it says, let's say travel.state.gov. Travel.state.gov, and that's that same code right there that I just took y'all to. Section 302 of public law. It's telling you. And you go there, you'll see exactly what you need to put on there, what you need to put on your statement. And that's like a smart way of doing it. Because anytime you want to get evidence to prove something, what better place to go to than the county recorder's office? That's where they record deeds at, you know, all types of stuff, titles, all types of stuff. So you got an affidavit, you got something on the record. Here it is, you got a living trust. Living trust rebuts the presumption of death, for one, because it's a living trust, and you're the trustee. You putting on the record that you're the trustee of your own trust. Now you know you're rebutting the presumption of death, you know, with a living trust, because you know, I mean, y'all can go back and look at my previous videos concerning a living trust, you know, concerning the presumption of death, all those videos, check those out. You got a revocable living trust, whether revocable or irrevocable, it's still rebutting the presumption of death. And when you go you're dealing with a court case, the judge can't administer your estate when you got proof on the record that you're actually alive. They can only administer people's estate when they're dealing with people who are deceased. And that, you know, that name in all caps is, you know, that represents the trust, the estate. So, you know, they can't administer it if you got proof on the record that you're alive. Hey, you got that thing recorded in the county records office, and then you go get your little passport. You go get your passport using that certified copy of that and turn it in with the passport, the passport application that is. And you turn it in, you know, turn it in to the Department of State to get your passport, you know, your passport. And they advise you to get the card and the book. But it's totally up to you, but I would get both of them anyway. But I would definitely use that to go and get the status switched up, get it changed up. And from my own experience, y'all, when I got my card back in the day, back in 2019, I did not surrender the driver's license. You're gonna have to surrender that damn driver's license in order for that shit to work. You can't hold on to the driver's license and you got the passport card. Once you get your, you know, diplomatic card, you want to get rid of that doggone. You just surrender it, because, you know, I know it kind of make you a little nervous to do that, but you might want to do that, because as long as you know you got it, that's a contract. You still obligated. They're gonna see you as being obligated to you under their jurisdiction. Because I remember when I got my passport card and my book, I actually got pulled over one night, and I gave him the passport card. And you know, and what he did was one day, you know, he was like, "You don't have a driver's license?" I said, "No, I don't." I actually had one, but I wasn't gonna give it to him. I gave him the passport card, and so I gave him the you know, the passport card. All he needed was the name and the birthday. I didn't give him no social. Name and birthday is all I gave him. I mean, that's all that was written on there. That's all he needed. And when he put that in the system in his car, he saw that I had a valid driver's license. So, I mean, so it didn't matter. He still gave me a ticket. I mean, I did my little thing by, you know, with a notice of liability and sent that damn ticket to the county clerk's office and got rid of it, but I ain't have to pay it. But at the same time, it's the fact that I got a ticket, you know, so I know how to get rid of a ticket, but it's the fact that I got one. And it just let me know. I did further research, and I was like, you know what, I was supposed to surrender that damn driver's license. But anyway, I'm gonna get on out of here. I'm kind of long-winded. I feel good tonight, y'all. So I'm gonna get on off here because I'm a little long-winded. I'm still reading this shit, and I'm still, never mind. I'm gonna talk to y'all on the next video. Emerald signing out.